What is up everyone, and we are back with another guide about Phantasy Star Online 2. Today we are comparing Super Hard versus Extremely Hard for the Personal UQ, mainly for fragments, but we do have the stats for X cubes as well. So I actually found this out by accident. I ran a 12-man Super Hard, and at the end, when we finished around 3 minutes, we got 2 to 3 fragments. Now this got me questioning if Super Hard is better for fragments than Extremely Hard, and well, it is. So I did a few Extremely Hard runs and a few Super Hard runs, and here's my results. From Super Hard, I got 2 to 5 fragments. Yes, some people said they got 6 to 7 fragments, but I haven't got those results, and if you have, please let us know in the comments down below. But for Extremely Hard, I got 3 to 6 fragments each, and that took around 9 minutes each. So depending on your group, it's 2 to 3 minutes time completion for 2 to 5 fragments if you're lucky. Most of the time I got 2 to 3 fragments, but 5 fragments did show up multiple times. If you look at Extremely Hard, I've gotten 3 to 5 fragments. I didn't get any 6 fragments, but some people did get 6 fragments, so I put that in there. Now, the time varies between around 5 minutes and 30 seconds up to 10 to 12 minutes, depending on how geared your characters are and your group is. So after a few Extremely Hard runs, I've decided to call it quits and just do Super Hard because it's a faster way to get fragments. So the last 2 sections, 1 frag a minute and 1 cube a minute, is the time it takes to get one of those fragments, or X cubes. However, you do need to keep in mind the time it takes to find parties and start parties as well. But this time will be reduced as the more people know about Super Hard difficulty, and that's why I made this video. If you want to focus on fragments for the Trailblazer series, then you need to do Super Hard. If you already have a good party that runs faster than 6 minutes, it's better to do Extremely Hard. However, in my experience, it's a hit or miss when it comes to public triggers. Some UQs are around 6 minutes and others take around 15 minutes. So that's why I focus on Super Hard difficulty, mainly for fragments. Gear and skill don't matter as much in Super Hard difficulty as it does in Extremely Hard difficulty. So keep that in mind. If you want drops like the Star Quick Weapon series, you do need to do Extremely Hard because that's the only place that drops those. In Super Hard, it drops Star Quick units as well. However, it's at a lower rate than Extremely Hard, but a chance nevertheless. Now it might have crossed your mind, what about the lower difficulties, like Hard and Very Hard? Are they better than Super Hard? Well, the lower in difficulty you go, the faster the runs, but the non-existent Starquake drops and little to no X cubes each runs. I did a few hard difficulty runs as a 6-man group and we finished around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And each time we got 2 to 3 void fragments, but only 2 to 3 X cubes per run. So Super Hard is a happy medium between a fast run for fragments and good X cubes. So think of it like this, for Extremely Hard, for a 5.5 minute to 10 minute run, you can get Starquake Weapon and unit drops. It is the best for fragments if your completion is around 6 minutes. The time per X cube is about 11 seconds for each one of those. It gives 3 to 6 fragments at a 1 minute 20 second per fragment, and it is highly gear and skill dependent for those fast run times. For Super Hard, on average you get around 2 to 3 minutes per run. Even if you don't have a full party, it drops Starquake unit drops, but it doesn't drop Starquake Weapon series, so keep that in mind. It is the best for fragments if Extremely Hard time completion is above 6 minutes. The time per X cube is around 8 seconds, and it gives 2 to 5 fragments, which is 1 minute and 6 seconds per fragment. But this difficulty does not matter on gear and skill. Most of the time everyone's going to complete it within 2 to 3 minutes, and if you have a full party of 12, that time will be reduced to around 2.5 minutes. For the hard difficulty, the time it took was around 2.5 minutes, but these stats are for 6-man groups. It gives no Starquake series drops. It is the best for fragments if that is your only goal, but it gives little to no X cubes as we receive 2 to 3 X cubes per runs, and that's with all the boosts. The boost I used was 50% try boost, 250% rare drop boost, the Demand drink for each run, and the Alliance tree buff for those rare drop rates. I did not use a Variety series because it's gonna change all my X cube drops as unidentified, so you have to identify them, and that's gonna be extremely expensive. So don't use Variety series unless your goal is only to get those Starquake Weapon and unit drops. The Nail bow, however it's pronounced, That one I always have in my inventory. Now for the X cubes, I did identify each one of my unidentified items before counting on my X cube drops. So unidentified items were counted into all my statistics. I hope this video gave you the information you need to reach your specific goals. It took a lot of time and effort writing down every rundown, so please, if this video helped you out, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you all for tuning in and listening, and until next time.